Hi everyone, so today I'm going to be talking about my top 10 high-end makeup products. I have something in every category, so if you are newer to high-end makeup products and you're not sure what you want to try out, or you don't know what exact item to go for, like you want to try a high-end foundation but you don't know what foundation is good, or you want some high-end eyeshadows but you don't know what high-end eyeshadows to go for, this is going to kind of help you, and you can use it as like a guideline. And yeah, so I have primer, foundation, concealer, powder, bronzer, blush, highlight, eyeshadow, eyeliner, and lips. That's 10 products. And yeah, so let's get started. Okay, so for starters, my favorite high-end primer has got to be the Benefit Porefessional primer, and it comes in a little tube like this. I've tried quite a few high-end primers. I've tried the Smashbox Pore, it's like their original Pore primer. I've tried the Estee Lauder primer. I've tried the Benefit Primetime, or not Benefit, Bare Minerals Primetime primer, and this one beats all of those. The reason that I like this one is because the Smashbox one was a little thick for me. That's the reason I didn't like that one. The Estee Lauder one was a little thin, and the Bare Minerals was nice. I would say that's the most comparable to this one. I'm not quite sure on pricing. I don't know which one is less expensive, but I think this one, it retails at $30 something, but I do think it's worth it. It's one of those primers where sometimes you put on a primer and you're not sure if it's even doing anything for you. You're not sure if it's like really benefiting, but you just put it on. Not benefit, but you just put it on because it's a primer and you just want to, you want to think that it's doing something. This one, I noticed that my pores are noticeably smaller with this primer, and it just makes my face feel really smooth and helps the foundation to glide on so well. And throughout the day, I'll be like looking to like check up on my makeup. I'll be looking in the mirror and I'm thinking, wow, my skin looks so great, and my pores are literally like, they're not there. And it's thanks to this primer right here, because they used to be a lot more noticeable. So this is a really great primer, and I think if you have big pores, or if you just want something that's going to help your foundation to just glide onto your skin, this is for you. Okay, moving on to favorite high-end foundation. This one was kind of hard for me because for almost a year now, which is really hard to believe, but for almost a year now, I've been in love with the NARS Sheer Glow foundation. I fell in love with it as soon as the lady at Sephora put it on me, and I just haven't looked back really, but I kind of have, but I kind of got into it again recently. NARS Sheer Glow is just a great high-end foundation, but lately I've kind of been cheating on the NARS Sheer Glow, and the reason is because I've been looking for something that's going to last a little bit longer on my skin. The NARS Sheer Glow has the coverage. It's more of a medium to full coverage, but you can build it up to a full coverage. If you put on one layer, it's going to be more of a medium coverage, but you can put on a second layer or build it up in areas that you like, which is what I like about that foundation. And I really like the finish of it because it's really soft, natural, and you can't tell you're wearing a lot of makeup. My issue with the NARS Sheer Glow is that it just does not stay on my skin all day. Even with the primer, it's just a really like slippery foundation. If I'm on the phone and I have like the phone right here, it like rubs off on the phone, like the screen, and you can see like a layer, like a film of foundation. And I find that really annoying when my foundation is just like, you have to be really careful, because I even had like a white shirt on one day and looked down and I had foundation all over my shirt. So I wanted something that was going to last on my skin and not transfer. So I did my research and I came across the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation, and it had such amazing reviews. I went to a counter and was matched and fell in love with the foundation and the way that it looked on my skin. I loved the finish that it had. It was still a very natural finish. You can tell you're wearing makeup when you wear this foundation, that's for sure. But it's like a really beautiful like makeup look. I'm into makeup, so I think it's a really nice look. It just makes your skin look really airbrushed, but still natural. It doesn't have an overly dewy or an overly matte finish. Like I said, it has a natural finish. And yeah, it doesn't cake up on your skin. I'm wearing it today. I think I'm wearing all these products today. So that just goes to show how much I really do love them. My only issue with the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation is that the color, the original color I was matched to was pure beige, and that one was too orange for me. It was just too dark. And I tried to make it work. I tried to like bronze up my neck because I knew that that was the second lightest color in the range, and I was like, there's no way I'm going to be the lightest shade. But I went back and I got matched to this shade. This one is a match, but it's very pink, so I have to work with that. I bring it down my neck and it's fine. Like today I brought it down my neck and you can't like tell that foundation, like there's no line. So that's my only issue. I'm in the shade Cool Bone 1C1, the very lightest shade. And like I said, it's just a little pink, but it's easy to work with. So I'll probably be the pure beige shade as I get tanner in the summer, which that will be a perfect match for me. So yeah, favorite high-end foundation. I've been wearing this every day. I apply it with a beauty blender and I just love it. Favorite high-end concealer has to be the MAC Prolongwear Concealer. This is so amazing. I've seen a lot of beauty gurus using this on YouTube. It's a lot of people's holy grail concealer, and I didn't want to try it because, like, I don't know, it just seemed like a really scary concealer. I thought that it was going to be really thick, really cakey, and it's not at all. I'm in the shade NC15, and normally I'd be like an NC20, NC25, probably an NC20, but I went to go a little bit lighter for using this under my eyes, and I have terrible under eye circles, and that's why I need something like MAC Prolongwear for my under eye circles. You can also use this for blemishes. It has amazing coverage, but under the eye, applied with a beauty, if you use a beauty blender to blend it out underneath your eyes, it's gorgeous. And I put this over foundation, and I'm quite an under eye concealer freak, so I put a good amount under my eyes, and it does not look cakey. It does not look like I'm wearing a ton of concealer underneath my eyes. So I love this. The coverage is amazing, the finish is amazing, and it lasts forever. I find that my makeup taste has quickly turned into products that are going to last on my skin. So that's why I love the Double Wear, that's why I love using a primer, and that's why I love this concealer. To set my under eye concealer, I don't find the need to set my under eye concealer, but I still like to because I find that sometimes my mascara will transfer underneath my eyes if I don't set my makeup, and that's just because I have really long lower eyelashes, and it's just an issue if I don't set my under eye area. So I love the NARS Translucent Crystal Powder. This is a light reflecting setting powder. Normally, I used to use this as an all-over face setting primer. I don't do that anymore because I wear the Estee Lauder Double Wear, and I don't find the need to set my all-over makeup. Like today, I put this makeup on 7 hours ago, and I do not see the need to touch up or put any powder on. I have not, put any extra powder on. I may be looking a little bit shiny on my nose, but that's probably because there's a light like beaming down right there. But I use this for under my eyes, and it's great. It's really light, and some days if I feel like I'm a little oily, I will use it on my face, but this is just a really great, really finely milled powder. It's called the Crystal Powder, so it does have like maybe like fine shimmers going through it. It does. And I like that for underneath my eyes because I feel like it just makes you look even more awake. So, and it's not like sparkles, it's just like brightening effect. So yeah, great for underneath your eyes. I'm like out of breath, and I have no idea why. Oh my gosh. Gotta start working out. Moving on to blush, bronzer, highlighter. This one is all sticking to one particular brand, and that's NARS. I just find that they do the most gorgeous blush, bronzers, and highlighters. There are other really good highlighters and other really good blushes. NARS Laguna bronzer will always probably always be my favorite bronzer. I love it. It's one of my holy grail products. If I don't use this, I like go through withdrawals and I like need it. It's just the most gorgeous. Mine kind of broke because I dropped it, but it's just the most gorgeous bronzer. It has a very fine milled shimmer running throughout it, which is great because it's not too muddy and it doesn't look too flat on your skin. It like makes your skin look really alive, and well, obviously I don't know, but I feel like it makes my skin look good. And I use it where I would contour, but I blend it into my, like, up into my cheeks. If you could see it, I'm wearing it today. And yeah, I don't know, I don't use it as a bronzer, and I don't use it just to contour. I kind of use it as a mixture of both, and I just love the way that it makes my skin look. And I can use it on my neck if a foundation is a little bit too dark for me. I use it on my temples as well, and it's just great. It's the best bronzer I've ever tried, and I think that everyone should use this bronzer and everyone should try it out. If you're a deeper skin tone, they make one called Casino that's also gorgeous. For blush and highlight, like I said, these are going to be more NARS products. This is the NARS One Night Stand like cheek palette, and in here there are 4 blushes, a highlighter, and a bronzer. My favorite blush in this palette, it's probably a tie between Deep Throat and Orgasm, but those are my go-to always like blushes. Those are my 2 favorite blushes. If I had to choose one, it would probably be Deep Throat as like my top ever blush. But I'm wearing Orgasm today, and it's just a really nice peachy pink with gold shimmer. It's really popular. I'm sure you all know about it. And Deep Throat is just like a really nice light peach, like a really nice everyday shade. It does have shimmer in it as well. Laguna is in this palette. I save that for like when I travel. And this highlight shade right here called Devotee is the most gorgeous highlight shade. I don't know if you can see that at all. I'm wearing it today, and it's just my favorite highlighter of all time. So yeah, my favorite highlight is NARS Devotee. I don't know, for some reason I want to say, I know that's a new highlighter, but I don't know if it's specific to this palette. And if it is specific to this palette, Albatross is really similar, and I really love Albatross as well. So if for some reason that's a limited edition highlighting shade, then NARS Albatross is great as well. But that's my favorite highlight at the moment. And yeah, NARS Deep Throat and NARS Orgasm. It's kind of a tie between those 2, but if I had to choose, it would be Deep Throat. Their names are a little different, but it's definitely interesting. Okay, so now moving on to eyeshadow. I kind of cheated on this one. I guess I kind of cheated on blush too because I chose 2. But for this, I'm just going to have to say my Naked palettes when it comes to eyeshadow. And if I had to choose one Naked palette, it would be the Naked One. That's just my all-time favorite. I tried filming like a comparison video on these the other day, and I don't know, I'm just not really good at like reviewing and like giving specific, I don't know. All 3 of the palettes are really great. That was my bottom conclusion. If you're really into like a bronzy kind of eye, go for the Naked One. If you're into more taupes, then Naked 2. And if you are risky and you like a little something different, the Naked 3 is gorgeous. It has these rosy tones. I'm actually going to be doing a tutorial soon on the Naked 3, so you can look out for that. And I think it's going to be a Valentine's Day tutorial. It's just gonna be like a smoky eye, kind of pinky, kind of like romantic. But yeah, so any look that you want to go for, you can pretty much get it with these eyeshadow palettes. So those are great, and all the MAC eyeshadows are really great for higher end eyeshadows. But yeah, mine has to go to the Naked palettes. For eyeliner, I've been using this stuff for over a year now, and it's the Clinique cream liner. I actually haven't even had to repurchase a new one. I've barely even like really made a dent in this for some reason. I have no idea how that's possible, but it just lasts forever. And I even use it on the waterline, and I love the way that it looks, and it lasts really well. So yeah, this is just the best all-around liner. It glides on your eyelids. You can do anything basically with it. Okay, and for my last high-end makeup product, I have, ooh, my hair is a little crazy today. I have my favorite high-end lipstick, and this is my favorite lipstick of all time. I'm wearing it today, as with all these products, and that is MAC Creme Cup Lipstick. I just think it is the best everyday shade. It's a very light neutral pink. It's more on the nude side of pinks, but I think that it just goes with every eye look possible. I wear it all the time, and I haven't really, I mean, I guess I've used quite a bit of it. Yeah, it's just great. It has like a really nice vanilla scent, which I guess all of the MAC lipsticks do. But yeah, MAC lipsticks are just some of the best. They have really nice formulas. They have all different kind of finishes. So if you're into matte, they have matte finishes. If this is a cream sheen, which is probably my favorite. They're very moisturizing, and they have a little bit of a shine to them. I'm not even wearing a lip gloss underneath it because I don't feel the need to. So yeah, Creme Cup Lipstick has to be my favorite high-end, favorite all-time lipstick. So that is it for my video. I hope you guys all enjoyed this very much. Yeah, so hopefully this can help you guys in deciding what kind of products you want to go for if you're looking to dive a little bit more into the higher end makeup side of things. So yeah, let me know what you thought of this video in the comments below, and I will see you all very soon, hopefully with a tutorial, probably a tutorial next. So yeah, I will see you all soon. Bye!